Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Paul Church from Clarity Craft here in the UK.
And my name is Louise Island.
And we're here to keep you company for a nice, calm, groovy afternoon.
Nice and chill.
Nice and chilled. Forget everything that's going on anywhere else. Yeah, we're just going to
Just enjoy
keep
the next
it calm.
hour.
Yeah, absolutely. We're here to keep company and entertained as well. This afternoon, we're going to shine a light on 2 of the 4 products of the month.
Yep.
Because they are more sort of groovy parchment related. We're also going to revisit the bird collection that Barb launched on Sunday. We launched the Groovy a week before.
Yes.
Time of the courses. And we're also going to revisit the SHAC Japanese butterflies and flowers collection, which is the same style. Maybe you're new to Groovy and you haven't seen the previous collection. So we've got some amazing artwork from the design team. Gracie said the sound is great. Thank you very much, Grace.
Perfect.
Grace is in the room to help you out all the way over in New York. So if you've got any questions, she's there to help. She'll pop the link up to the show page. And yeah, and I'm going to do some magic this afternoon.
I know, I'm looking forward to seeing this magic trick.
I said to Louise, I said, have you seen my magic trick with the parchment? And she went, no. So I said, right. I said, you'll have to join me at 2 o'clock then, won't you? Louise has got a demo to share with you during the course of this hour as well. And it was inspired by a piece of artwork from
Sally Paul.
Sally Paul, so one of our newest design team members. So we'll just go through some housekeeping till our friends find the room, how it all works here at Clarity Social TV. Across the bottom, you have our website, which is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Then we have our telephone number, which is 01732 868 215. I've got something in my eye. I've been picking orders earlier,
And
so
you've got a
I've
little
got
bit
some
of
dust. Apologies.
dusty fluff.
So if you prefer to speak to a person with placing an order, or if you've got any queries, etc., then the office is open Monday to Friday from 8 AM until 4:30 PM. Here we go. Everybody's coming in now. So, but what is it you would like to order? Well, let me change my screen for you, and we'll go to some graphics. Let's have a look at, I'm going to bring up the side graphics for 1 of 4 products in the month, and then I'll explain exactly how that works. So you can see there, we've got the information on the screen. You've got a 5-digit number, which is your product code, which is 42621. This is Barbara's Floral Hearts A6 Groovy Plate and Spacer Duo. The price is £12.98. If you belong to any of our craft clubs, you'll also receive either 10, 12.5 or 15% discount, bringing that price down. But what's magic about our products of the month is that if you pop this into your basket or any of the other 3 options, which we'll have a look at, what it does, it unlocks double points, double loyalty points. And the way in which it works, so you put whatever you want to buy into your basket, add one of these 4 items in there, and say it comes to £100. So normally you would get £100, and so you get your points based on that.
Yeah.
We'll then double that. So it means you'll get double points. More points you get means that you'll get more money off going forward, because as those points accumulate, I think it's, what is it, 300 points and you get £5 off.
Yes.
So it wouldn't take long. So if you spent £100 and you've got 100, then we give you another 100 just for buying.
Yeah.
You're almost there for £5 off your next order.
I know. I'll be glad.
Win-win. So what we'll do, so this is the first option, and because on Tuesday we traditionally do all things Groovy and Parchment and Pergamano. So that's one option. Now this next one has been absolutely flying out the door. And the second option for you is the Rainbow Duo Parchment and Paper Pastel Rainbow, and this is A4. The item number is 42624, £24.99. And what with this duo, You get 12 sheets of rainbow parchment in 4 different designs, and then you get 12 sheets of what we call our intensifier paper in the same 4 designs, and you get 12 sheets of each. Now we do have other colors available, which we'll look at during the course of this hour, but this is this is the second or 2 out of the 4 products of the month. And when you see, this is what I'm going to do my magic trick with.
Oh,
Okay, right? But I tease you a little bit further. If you're into your stamping, etc., then let me find that one. So this is option 3, item number 12304, Barbara's Floral Hearts A5 stamp and mask set, £22.49. And when we launched this on, it was only on Friday. It feels such a long time ago. We had a 2-hour launch show, which you can watch on our Catch Up and Craft area on the website. And Barb really put these through the paces, the stamps, how versatile they were.
They really are.
So that's your third option. And this offer for the products of the month runs up until the 31st of March. And then your fourth option is Barbara's Rose and Petunia Floral Hearts 7x7 stencil duo. Item number 01119, and that's £12.98. So let's go back to, let me show you some other items that we've got on the show as well. So we have Barbara's Love, Dream and Songbirds A5 square Groovy plate collection. Item number 42626. The price on this is £29.99. You've got a £1.48 saving plus your club discount as well. And Louise is going to be using one of these in the recently launched online workshops.
I am, yes.
Louise is going to be using the Dreambird, and we'll have a look at that in more detail later. Then, if you like this design of plate that Barbara has illustrated, maybe you missed out on the previous collection that was doodled in the SHAC with many of our friends. And the item of this is 42628. This is Barbara's SHAC Japanese Flowers and Butterflies A5 square Groovy plate collection. Same price as the other 3. Perfect. So, and what is great with not only with the Groovy version, but with the stamp version. With the stamp, you get your stamp set, and then the frame, the decorative frame that goes around the outside is a separate stencil.
Yeah.
And as with the stamps and the stencils, you can mix and match all the designs. So if you've got the previous butterfly collection with the stencils, you can take those stencils and put them around the birds.
Of course you can,
and vice versa. And it's the same with the Groovy. So if you like the frames on the Groovy plate with the butterflies, they'll work just as well with the birds. So that is that collection there. Right. I'm going to show you my magic trick.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're going to do is I can do it from here. So we're looking at the rainbow parchment, whether you go for the pastel or whether you go for some of the other collections where we've got, let me just bring up the details on the screen for you. We have, where's it gone? California Sunset. So the item number of that is 42020. Now, the original collections had 6 different designs and 2 sheets of each in both the parchment and the intensifier paper. But we ran out of the pastel rainbow about 18 months, 2 years ago.
It's always been so popular.
It really has. And I think that's why many of our friends have taken advantage, not only of it being products of the month, but also it being back.
Yes.
So when Barb had a chat with Lisa, who does all of our printing downstairs, about printing on parchment, Lisa said, let's give it a go. And it worked absolutely beautifully. So at that point, we decided about removing 2 of the different designs. And I'll show you which 2 have been removed. But if I show you, I'm going to show you on the overhead. So let me just bring that in like so. So you can see here, let me do it. Hang on, let me do it this way. So this is one of the designs. And this is the brand new, let me swap those details back over. This is your pastel rainbow back in stock. Now, because we print it ourselves, you've got a slight edge around the outside. The previous ones were coloured because they were done off-site on the big printers. It was done on larger sheets of parchment. But our capability, I mean, you're not really going to go edge to edge on it anyway, are you?
No.
So if you get this and you think, oh, it hasn't printed properly, that's the way it's meant to be. Okay. So this is the parchment. And like all of our coloured parchment, designer parchment, and rainbow parchment, there's a right side and a wrong side. So when you're working on it, you need to make sure that you have the shiny side facing you. So Groovy plate underneath, shiny side face up, so that when you do the tracing out, you get crisp white line art. Okay.
Perfect.
So then you have, let me just bring that over here. Let me show you, this is in the California Sunset. So that's the California Sunset, the same design, but in a different colorway. Okay. This is the intensifier paper for the Pastel Rainbow. Okay. So you're ready for some math? So it looks really nice. I've got it on a white piece of paper, so you can really show the true color. So if I put it on, if I put it on there, it looks a little bit flat and wishy-washy. And you're likely to put it on a white card anyway, aren't you?
Yes.
But this is where the magic happens. Okay. If I take my intensifier paper and I slide this underneath, look at that magic.
Wow.
Okay. So look how it intensifies
It really does.
the color. Okay.
You don't notice it as much, but if you had them separately, but when you put them both
but
together,
when you do that, so that's my, I know it's sad, isn't it? This is my magic trick where it shows why you need the intensifier paper as well. Okay. I love it. It makes such a difference.
It's like a magic reveal, isn't it?
It is,
the other way around.
Then we have the other design, the next design. So I'm going to keep that one there. I'll bring this one in. That's it. Actually, Louise, yeah, that'd be great. So if you bring that one over, this is the second of the 4 designs, and this is it in the California Sunset. So you can see you've got that gradient going from top. And because we've used, this is rainbow, there's more colors in the rainbow. So if I now bring this one and I grab my intensifier, and this time I'm going to come in from the side. Okay. But you can get really freaky and you can turn it round.
Gosh, that
and
changes
now
it completely, doesn't it?
You've got some really nice lilacs in there as well. Or you can sort of play around and you'll get different. But for me, this is the beauty of the intensifier paper.
Just makes it pop, doesn't it?
It does. And when you've done your tracing out and you've done white work, it really does make a difference. So that's the second design. Then our next one, I know it doesn't slide, does it? So this is the second one. So you've got sort of the colors in 4 different corners. This is the California Sunset one, so you can see there.
Do you know what? When I first saw this, I thought, "Oh, this is new," but I didn't realise that it's the same as that one. But
it is
because it's got 4
colours, absolutely. So now, if I just pop this straight underneath, so as you bring it in, you can see how you're getting different colours. But now it's intensified. Really if I turn it this way, I wonder what we get if we do that way. So now you've got like a really peachy colour, haven't you?
Yeah, peachy colours, and it just looks more like a muted colour.
Yes.
Rather than the bright pastels, it's kind of like
it's diffused it rather than it's still intensified it, but it's just diffused it slightly.
Yeah.
Then the 4th one in the new revised pack. So this gives you that diagonal colour fade. This is it in the California Sunset as well. Okay. And then if I take my infuser paper, which is underneath, if I just bring it in like so.
Wow.
And then if I do it, if I do it that way?
See, that's quite nice because it kind of
So
Got the
now you've
darker
got more
colours
of
on
a lilac and a purple, haven't you?
Yeah,
With
the golden colour in the middle.
So that's quite nice. You've got like a crosshatch effect. And you play it around. That's nice. I like that.
That is nice.
So that is why we call these the duos, because not only do you have the parchment, you also got the paper as well.
The paper just adds to it, doesn't it?
It does. So the product of the month is the brand new duo, item number 42624. They are available individually as well, like all of our parchment and the intensifier papers as well. So if you wanted, because this is lovely for stamping on or for using for matting and layering.
Definitely,
as well. The paper is, let me just look at my, it is 80 GSM, and the parchment, as we know, is 140 GSM. So they're the 4 different designs. And these are the 2 that we excluded when we decided to go for this new color palette. So the screen's not blurry, it's just that the way, so we removed the zigzag from the pastel range, and we removed the radiant one where it radiates from the center of the design. So those 2 are in the original 4 collections, but are no longer in the new rainbow parchment. So were you impressed with my magic?
I love your magic.
I can't believe, Louise, that you haven't seen that. I've been doing it for years, because for me, that really does show how it works beautifully together and intensifies the color.
Definitely.
Especially when you're working with soft pastel colors as well, because what it does is you can create a beautiful piece of artwork and then you think, I put it on white and it looks a little bit washed out. I could put another piece of clear parchment underneath, which can help intensify it. But to have that intensifier paper, because it's the same,
it really does help, because the amount of times that we spend a lot of our time trying to find the right paper to go behind the parchment to make the colour pop.
Yeah.
So then if you've got the extra paper that follows along the line of the parchment, then it's all done for you. You don't have to worry about it.
And so that's why I was really excited that Lisa not only was able to print it, that we could bring it back and we could then adapt it. So it means now that we could come up with new color options and print it in-house. And believe it or not, I mean, when we had the original collection done, it was quite a few years back now, and we had to have a lot done in order to keep the price down. So despite everything else in the world increasing, we've managed to keep that same price, even though we're doing it ourselves in-house. So that was something sort of worth mentioning, because often you bring something back in stock, and because the costs have gone through the roof, not only for the cost of parchment, but anything, go to the supermarket.
I know.
So we've managed to maintain that same amazing price as well.
Perfect.
So, and then one more thing I'm going to show you. This is the next online workshop with Louise. We'll bring those details. And Louise used, because we hadn't decided when we were going to launch the rainbow pastel parchment, Louise was creating this piece of artwork with those new plates.
Yes.
So you was using the California sunset. I mean, look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
With the paper behind.
Paper behind it.
But there's nothing stopping you from, if you wanted to use the new rainbow parchment with this, if you wanted to.
Absolutely.
You just maybe fine tune the colours that you're going to use. So I've used colours that obviously blend with the parchment. And there's other polychromo colours that we've got that would, you know, mix with our new rainbow parchment.
Yeah.
So you've got the pinks and you've got some blues and some, you know, greens. So
absolutely. So this is the first of a monthly online workshop. All the other ones are available on the website as well. So this will take place on Wednesday, the 18th of March from 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. And don't worry if you can't join in live, because once you purchase this course, you've got the keys to the classroom. So what that means is if you're not available on that day, but you bought the course, you can go back in after that day and watch the recording back.
Yes.
And then you craft at your own speed. So, and that's using those new birds from Barbara as well.
They are really, really lovely.
So
Plates as well.
they are really nice. Right, before we move, I know I'm terrible. Before we move on, I just want to show some artwork from the previous collection.
Oh yeah.
Because if our friends at home are new to it, they may not be familiar with the designs. So if I bring up the Japanese flowers and butterflies collection, let's just look at the traced out plates first. Let me just move those out of the way and then we'll look at some artwork. So they're all available on the screen as a trio with a saving plus your club discount, but they're also available individually. And they all have this sort of Japanese oriental feel to them.
Yeah.
In this collection, we've got beauty, love, and peace. So whether you decide to include that is entirely up to you. But see that frame there? That will work just as nicely with the birds.
Yes, because the middle's all the same.
The middle's all the same size. Absolutely.
Brilliant.
So this is your first one. So this one is beauty, 42136 if you want that one individually. Then we move into love, item number 42137. And then finally, we have some peace, item number 42138. I think out of all the frame on this collection, that's my favourite one. It's like a water lily.
Yes, yeah.
Although I like the first one as well.
It's hard to tell, isn't it? I like the butterflies of each and every one, and I think, oh, I'll mix and match.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's have a look at some artwork from the design team. This is from Julie Campbell. So Julie's taken that circular design, but then she's made a square.
Perfect. Isn't that great?
Really nice. This one's from Jill Askham. So Jill's used the rainbow parchment.
Yes.
Because you've got that lovely gradient of colour.
And then added just a bit more colour behind.
Yeah.
Just to create that really deep.
Yeah, I don't know why I had to look at this one.
I know.
Francis Knott.
Wow.
Okay, let me zoom in on this.
That is all pico cut. Look at those butterflies.
Those butterflies look like porcelain, don't they?
They do, don't they? It's just...
Wow.
Francis's work, you always just want to look at for ages and ages.
I mean, all of the design team do a fantastic job, and they bring different skill sets to their artwork. And you can often look at a piece of artwork, and before you turn it over, you say, right, this is this person, this is that person, because they sort of...
You get used to their
style.
Yeah.
I mean, this one, Karen Jackson.
I love how Karen's put the parchment behind. So that is a really good way. If you're use parchment as well, this is a really clever way of not using brads or anything, but keeping the parchment stuck down to the card.
I'll just zoom out on that one.
Stunning.
This one from Jane Telford. So she's used designer parchment. So therefore the colour's already been applied, and it's just the white work really does make it bounce.
Seeing that gorgeous white work at the forefront, just a pop of colour as well.
Yeah. This one's from Josie Davidson.
It looks very Japanesey.
It doesn't, the colourways.
Yes.
I mean, unfortunately, we don't stock the black parchment anymore. And I don't know, maybe it's a question for Louise, for Lisa.
Hello.
I don't think we'd be able to print black. I know it sounds really weird, but the closest thing to black is our midnight blue.
See, the midnight blue looks very, very similar. It just, instead of a grey tinge, it has a slight blue tinge to it, but it's still really dark.
It would still give you that drama, wouldn't it?
It would.
This one here from Jill Askham.
Gorgeous.
And Jill tends to use, so like with Jill, she tends to use like acrylic paint to paint on the front. So if I come in
there's
on...
a sheen.
Yes.
There.
On there.
Looks so gorgeous. Really lovely colours together.
And again, the designer paper behind it to bring that in. I've got to stop looking. Francis Knott.
Gorgeous.
On that one.
Using our lovely
just
rose
using,
garden.
that gradient
Yeah.
of colour, but taking the flowers and building her own bouquet in the centre.
Wonderful.
This one, Karen Jackson.
Lots of picot cutting.
Yeah. See, for me, I always think picot cutting, the real intricacy, Karen Jackson,
Yes.
the pearlescent colouring, Jill Ascombe,
Yes.
the traditional painting, Francis Knott,
Mm-hmm.
multi-needle tool work,
Glynis.
Jane, an all-rounder.
Yes.
She covers all the different
All
techniques.
bases and has because she's got a really lovely stamping background as well, she kind of coexists both together.
Exactly. This one's Carol Baker. So Carol often goes for like the soft pastel colours as well. I mean, Sally Paul, who's new to the design team, her picot cutting, I can spot that now.
Yes.
And then Josie Davison, sort of like queen of the grids.
And then you've got Carol Paxella, who's queen of like colour and
glitter. Absolutely. Yeah. So everyone does have their various different skill sets that they enjoy doing the most.
Makes the design team, I think, the best we have. I think we have the best design team.
Definitely. Okay. Right. So Louise, what are you going to share with us this afternoon?
Okay.
It's your turn too.
My turn. Excellent. So I saw this lovely card by Sally Paul.
Yeah.
So I asked her very, very nicely, could I please demo this? And she said yes.
Okay, so this is our Digi download, which you will find in our Catch Up and Craft area on the website. It tells you the time and date of the Clarity Social TV show, what the project is called, what was made, and then a list of ingredients that's used to recreate this. And obviously you can supplement the colours of your parchment, your paper, the colouring in. So what Louise is, so that's the original card, isn't it?
It is.
And because Louise was so excited, excuse the reversing pickup lorry, we've opened the windows because, believe it or not, it's quite mild down here in Kent. We've had a couple of
it's quite warm
days.
So
I've still got
the door.
Jumpers on, so the windows are open just to preempt. So because Louise was really excited with the launch of the Pastel Rainbow Parchment, Louise is going to recreate that using the current product of the month.
I am, with that lovely rainbow parchment. So I'm just going to
so you get the 4 different designs, and you're going to get 3 sheets of each of those, and that's in both the parchment and the paper.
Okay, so with our lovely card, there we go, it's all together.
So this is also using one of the other products of the month.
We'll come over here.
Yeah, you can move over now that I pushed you out the way. Sorry, Louise.
It's all right. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so everybody can see. So as you can see with this lovely card, Sally Paul's added 4 of the lovely hearts together to create that lovely flower shape. So I've done that ahead of time because I think it's more important to see how Sally's, because this design in here isn't in either of these ones.
Oh yeah.
Sally's created her own design using the elements and bits and pieces from the Groovy page. So I thought instead of showing so I've done this already, just like magic. Okay.
So talk us through how you created that then.
So what I've done is, if I turn it over here, I've started off with one.
Yeah.
And then I've just turned it around and joined in the two lines together.
Right.
And
then
carried that all the way around
until you get it's like a shamrock.
I know. Like the Irish. Okay, so I need to get my tools. Yeah. So onto the back again. So that bit's done.
So this is the shiny side we're working on.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the first thing that Sally has done is created, see this little heart here? I'm going to do one heart so you can see how we got there. Finding Groovy tabs. Okay. She says, and then it moves. There we go. Okay, so we've got our heart. She's not stuck down. There we go.
So this is using Barbara's Floral Hearts A6 Groovy plate with the spacer duo. And the reason we added in the spacer plate, if you're new to Groovy, is so that it fits within the plate mate from the starter kit and it doesn't slide around, or you haven't got a hole that you can fall into, so to speak, with your hand.
Yes.
Going to come in closer.
Plus, the spacer plate is really lovely. It's got some really lovely borders to it.
Yeah, I mean, Barb and Jazz had a long conversation about this, because on the plate, you've got various different sentiments. There's love you, sending all my love, you're my everything, swalk. And then Barb said, but often if we're sending a card, we're sending it from two people. So on the spacer plate, you then have we love you, sending our love, and from us with love.
Yeah, that's really nice, and it's always good to have sentiments. Okay, so we've got our inner heart.
Yeah.
So the next thing is on here is Sally's just added a little flower. Okay. Now that's from here.
Oh, it's from the spacer.
Yeah.
Ah.
So she's positioned it so we can get it in like so.
I mean, we often say when you get new Groovy plates at home, just take a piece of clear parchment and just trace the plate out, because sometimes you see things that you don't even realise are there.
No, exactly.
Excuse me.
So the next element, now we've put that little flower in.
Yeah.
The next element is this lovely leafy stalk.
Okay.
So, and I've kind of positioned it. There we go. That's better. So it's point to point.
So yes. Okay. I mean, you could do this just on one heart if you want to. I really like the way which Sally's created this, because you've got the heart, which obviously is a sign of love, but then to turn it into a flower. Flowers are also can be used for a sign of love as well, can't they?
That's very true. So I'm just using the number 2 for these lovely little circles.
Yeah.
I'm going to put some white work in those. There we go. So that is our little leafy stalk.
Okay.
Like so. And then the next element is this little flower here. So let me move that there. So what I've done first is I put the little flower like so.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of doing the inner flower part, I'm just doing the petals. So the outside petals.
So it gives it a different look to the flower completely now.
It does, yeah. So you've got 2 flowers in one, or 3 flowers in one, because you could just do this little bit if you wanted to. So I love how Groovy is so versatile and you can pick and choose what you want. That is I think that's why I love Groovy so much.
I think, and also when you, our design team that we were speaking about, they all have different skill sets that we spoke about, but also they all think differently as well. So you'll get some of our design team members that just want to show the pure beauty of the design and keep it nice and simple. And then you get other design team members. I mean, Jane, like me, she likes pattern building.
Yes.
So often you can tell Jane's artwork, depending on the design, because she's created something that doesn't look anything like the design.
No, exactly. And everybody has their own, like we were saying earlier, their own personal style. But it just astounds me every time I see artwork come back and scanning it into the computer. It's just how wonderful our design team are and how beautiful the cards are that come through.
I know when we show off the artwork, it definitely makes our jobs a lot easier to show.
It does, really does. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just using a little line.
Oh, right, okay, from the outside of the heart.
From the heart.
Oh, to attach it to the stalk.
Yeah.
And
then I'll do the same with this one. Just like so.
Just like
Just like magic. So there we are.
There we go. Groovy's all about magic.
Exactly. Now it's got 2 eyes.
Oh yeah, I can't not see that now.
Okay, so next.
And he's sticking his tongue out.
Yeah. So next I'm going to use, as everyone can see. There you go.
So we've gone back to the spacer plate now.
Yeah, back to the spacer plate. And just using this nice little flower design. Join it up like so.
So if you're watching and you really like what Sally's created and Louise is sharing with you now, then because our TV shows are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week via our catch up and craft area, you can give this a go yourself. If you've gone for the plates, which are the 1 of 4 products of the month, when you get it home, you'll be able to go back and say, right, Louise did this on such and such a day. If you've downloaded the Did You Download? And then you can stop and start. You can see where Louise has taken the different parts from the plate to create this. And you can replicate this as well.
Yeah, just have fun. So what I'm doing now is I'm just finding odd little leaves on this little element here, just to create some more leaves here and there. There we go.
And it doesn't take long, does it, when you sort of get into it?
No, it doesn't. And then there is an element here somewhere. Oh, yeah, I'm using these ones.
Yeah.
So on Sally's, I just got some lovely little white work dots there as well. So
you could go freestyle if you
could do, yeah. Or you see so there's like 3 joined up here.
Oh.
So just forget about the
clever.
So it's spaced.
That would be my option rather than going heavy-handed with my little dots, and they're not, because by using the Groovy plate, they're all going to be uniform as well, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
And they're all spaced out. So then we've got our little dots there.
See, that doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Just by introducing those little dots.
I know, it just kind of gives it a little bit of a boost. And then, oh, hello. So then when we've done our little white work bits, it'll look a lot nicer. There we go. So that is.
So you could do that on one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've done that on one. So now I've done all 4.
And they're all going to have slight variations, aren't they? Because you'll choose different bits. And so just to humor me here, Louise, if I give you a piece of white paper, to pop underneath there, because we're working on black. So if I take some white paper, and if I zoom out now. So it looks nice, but as we said, it's sort of the whiteness sort of fades. I know there's colour to be introduced, but if you wanted to stop at that point, we would normally go for white card to pop it onto, or we'd have a look at one of our companion papers and maybe put something underneath. So for example, I'm just going to grab, I don't know what, I've just got Indian Summer here to hand. Okay, so if I take, so because we're using that, if I take this from Indian Summer and I pop that underneath, it works, it makes the white pop, but now you've lost
You've
that
muted
colour
the
blend.
colours.
So
Yeah.
maybe I want to go with, let me see. Maybe I want to go with a creamy colour. So if I pop that underneath, the white definitely jumps.
Yeah.
But I've lost my colour. Let me go for one more colour. Let me go for a pink. I'm going to pop that underneath. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it shows the colours a little bit more than the yellow and the cream.
But now if you do my magic trick, see what a difference
I know.
that makes.
Keeps colours and pops out the white at the same time.
It does indeed.
Nice.
Okay. So what are we going to do next?
So now I do a little bit of white work. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my number 3 and 4.
So we're on the reverse side of the mat now, so we're on the soft, squidgy side.
Yeah, we're on the soft side. So I'll just do...
Come in a little bit.
There's that one.
And these little dots are a great way of learning how to do white work.
Yes.
Because it's like an instant result, isn't it?
I know. And when you have instant results, a lot of the time when you're a beginner, it really gives you a boost.
Mm.
There we go. And it really just makes it pop.
Yeah.
So
you decide where you want to do your white work. I mean,
Yeah.
with those little dots, you traced out with the number 2 tool, didn't you? That's why when we look at the line art, it's softer than the rest of the design.
yeah.
Okay.
So when you've done your white work and everything, we're going to head on and do a little bit of colour.
Okay.
So I'm going to work on the back.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a few colours that kind of match in with the colours of the parchment.
Okay, so these are our Perga colour pens. So what numbers are you using for this one?
So I'm using number 16, which
Okay.
is a green.
Yeah.
Like a darker pink, which is number 6.
16, number 6.
Number 8, which is the light pink.
Number 8.
And then this nice blue, which is 28.
28. There we go. So Louise is using those colours.
Yeah.
Now, one of the other benefits of our coloured parchment, so the fully flooded coloured parchment, like the solid colours, the rainbow parchment in all the various different configurations, California Sunset, Lemon Sorbet, Rose Garden, and the reintroduced Pastel Rainbow, and the designer parchment as well. Because the colour or the ink has been applied to one side, that's what allows us to take a clear piece of parchment, put the colour on, and then when we're working on the shiny side up, we get that crisp white line. But what it also means is that if we want to reintroduce a colour that's different to the colour of parchment we're using, so for example, where Louise has used this piece, she's gone into a blue area. And if she wanted to go for a yellow flower, the yellow on the blue, when you turn it over, it would give you a green.
Green, yes.
So you can remove the colour with the white eraser pencil. And what that does is it then takes it back to its natural clear state.
Yes. Okay. So with this bit here, so you can see here there's a little bit of white work I've put into this flower.
Okay.
So I wanted to show you the difference between kind of how it would look without the white work and then with the white work. So we're just going to use the light pink, which is number 8.
Yeah.
At the right end.
So these have got double-ended, so you've got like a bullet tip, which Louise is using for larger areas. But then if you wanted to get into real fine details, it has that fine nib as well. Yeah,
which is really, really great. I was using that this morning.
And it's nice because they're water-based as well, so you can use them for your everyday crafting.
Yes.
The item number for those is 70060. So you're not worrying about taking the colour out on this one, because I think, is it because it's that soft colour palette.
Yes, yeah. I think if you look on the front, it's like a dusky kind of pink.
Just put that underneath. Under that. There we go.
There we go. So it's like a dusky pink. So, and the white work, I think, changes the look of the flower so much as well.
Yeah.
And that is just, with that white work, I'll just show you, it's very, very simple. Somebody who's probably fairly new, this might be the easiest way of doing a little. All I'm doing is, you know where the little dip goes in?
Yeah.
I'm just doing just a little flick. And it just gives it enough interest just to look slightly different.
I suppose because on the original design on the Groovy plate, it had that inner circular frame as well, didn't it? So
yes. So this really changes up the look of the flower. I know I went back a little bit, but I just wanted to show. It just looks so different.
Yeah. All of a sudden, it's given it some dimension, hasn't it?
Yeah. See, that one looks a lot more interesting and raised than that one. So it's just about changing different things up, isn't it? So then I'm going to use the number 16.
The green.
The green.
Yeah.
For our leaves.
So I love working with when you're colouring on parchment and you're colouring on the back. It's more forgiving.
I know, you don't have to. It doesn't matter if you go slightly on the line because you don't need to worry about it.
Exactly.
Oh, another one there. So, and then I'm going to use the blue, which is number 28.
Right.
And that's going to be for these little flowers here.
So you've gone all over those middle lines because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you think, what is you doing? It covered up the white line. But it's when you turn it over, those white lines are still there.
Yeah, and I've just remembered I needed a yellow.
A yellow.
A yellow.
Okay.
So I'm going to use number 2 just for the middles of the flowers.
And it's all about having options, isn't it? That you can use the Perca colour pens, you can use your Perca liner pencils, you can use your polychromos.
Yeah.
Nice little colouring exercise.
I know. And the nice thing about the rainbow parchment is you've got these colours here. They all kind of like, I like to match the Perca colours to the...
yeah.
Okay, so just before we just move on to that part, I just wanted to... So what Sally's done as well is she's kind of put a darker colour on the outside of the heart.
Oh, right, okay. See straight through all those little white lines.
Yeah. To be a bit more careful when you get to... Not so bad when you're in here.
Yeah. Stay. That's where you have got to stay with it, unless, of course, you're going to cut it out, like Sally has. So Sally's used multi-needle tool, but this is a very simple shape. That I mean, I would cut this out with a pair of scissors.
Yes.
The only reason I wouldn't use because I'm a craft knife person.
Of course.
Actually, I would use a craft knife on this. I would start from where you are now, and then I would cut out into the point there, and then go from here and then cut into there. Yeah, no, I would actually use my craft knife.
See, yeah, I'm not the greatest at craft knife. I'm very clumsy. There we go. So outer colour on the outside and lighter colour on the inside.
Nice.
Just ever so slightly.
Yeah.
And then again, colour in
that one as well.
So once you've done that.
So fast forward.
Fast forward. And we've got to this part here. So
let's put that onto there.
I was going to say, it really does pop when you put the white paper behind.
Yeah, so now you've added colour, you can obviously see more of that white work.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to save your intensifier paper, you can. But now look, I mean, half and half. Let me come in close on half and half. So half of the design is on the intensifier paper. I'm going to go to this camera because I think this camera.
Oh,
look,
that makes it look.
Yeah. Let me just show you. Hang on. I've got a. Where am I going? Where's the camera gone? Camera's gone over there. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
So you can see this side is more intense than this side. Actually, if you hold that there a minute, I'm just going to reach over and just zoom that camera out a bit. As I come in, there we go. I'm going to zoom out now so we can really see. There we go. So if I hold that like that, I'll get it right in it. Ooh, the paper's slipping. Hang on. Lay it down like so. There we go. You can see now the difference in the colour. Yeah. This here is definitely more yellow than this side.
Oh yeah.
With just the white behind it. Okay. Nice. Right.
Okay. So once we've done that part, as you can see around the outside, I've used my semicircle
multi-needle tool.
Multi-needle tool. So I'm going to get my Pico foam. There we go.
See, Louise likes her multi-needle tools as well, don't you, Louise?
I do. I do love my multi-needle tools.
And we were talking about this earlier, that if you're not at that stage yet where, right, let's come in on that side camera now. Show. I'm just going to go around and move that camera. I think the camera has
been moved.
I think so. Right, let me bring it around. There we go.
Ah, there you go.
And that's why I was struggling to. I think I may have caught it when I was switching the computer on.
Ah, that's good.
There we go. Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Super.
Lovely jubbly. So I've just worked my way around with 6.
Yeah, so sorry, what I was saying was that even if you're not at this stage, just by doing that design, you could then use a square you could cut it into a square. You don't need to worry about any multi-needle tool if you didn't want to.
No.
You don't have to do any Pico cutting if you don't want to. It's just a piece of artwork. But exactly. What a piece of artwork.
I know, Sally's done really lovely with this design. It's beautiful.
Now you're going to be using the semicircle tool in your online workshop, aren't you?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're counting.
It's 9 on each side.
9 on each side, okay.
Yes, I'm going to be using the semicircle tool. I just thought semicircle tool is one of those tools that's so useful. Everybody likes scallop.
So when we look on the overhead now on this, so if I can kind of zoom in on this, so we can see that what that's done is created like a frilly edge to it, hasn't it?
Yes.
So if I then bring in this bit here, so this is the same semicircle tool along the edge, but it looks different to that, but it's the same.
Just by how you've embossed inside as well. Okay, so that's parts done.
Mm-hmm.
So the next thing I'm going to do is I've got my light ultramarine, maybe.
Or is it not?
It might be that one. Let's just try one. So it's ultramarine is 120. No.
Or was it? No, I think it was your
ultramarine.
Bluish turquoise, according to your list.
My list? That's the other one.
Oh, that's the other one. Ignore me. I'm looking at the online workshop.
What are we doing in a couple of weeks?
Let me.
It's all right. I've got it now.
You've got it.
Yeah.
Yes, because
The
you've
light
listed it
ultramarine.
on your demo download. That's what I was looking for, the demo download, to
Which
see if
is
I
a
could
bit of
help.
luck.
And I didn't help because I was looking at the online workshop colours.
Right.
So yeah, so the light ultramarine marine polychromo pencil, item number for that is 31917. Now, what colour does that one come in? Does that come in? I think, let's have a look at my, that is in the spring collection.
Ah.
The light ultramarine. Yes, that's in your spring collection
Nice.
of polychromos.
So all I'm doing is I'm just colouring inside the scallop. I'm not going over the perforating holes because I don't want to smush it.
But if you did, it wouldn't be the end of the world, would it?
No, it
Because
wouldn't
you
be the
can
end of the world.
reperforate.
You could do, yeah. There we go. So it just gives a little bit of a hint of colour.
Yeah.
Okay. And then to finish off, I'd reperforate.
What do you mean by reperforate?
So I've got my one needle.
Yeah.
So I've perforated once with my multi-needle tool.
And you did that on the Pico foam?
Yeah, did that on the Pico foam.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do now, because if I was using my multi-needle tools, I tend to just use my Pico foam because I find that gives me the right depth and it doesn't allow me to go too far down where I'm going to tear the parchment. So
in between the perforations.
Yes. Whereas if I'm using my 1 or 2 needle,
yeah,
just to do, say for example, I was doing this little bit in here, I would use my super foam.
Okay.
So it just depends for me what I'm perforating.
And which needle tool are you using to reperforate the bold?
I'm using the bold, yes.
Okay. Even though the multi-needle tools are a fine needle.
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask a question then. Would you not reperforate with the same tool, with the semicircle?
You could do. I find that for me, it's a lot quicker and a lot easier to reperforate with a 1 needle. Because what you've got to do is you've got to place your semicircle over the same point and you've got to reperforate and make sure that it doesn't tear. Now for me, because I'm clumsy, I would mess it up. Okay.
I suppose it potentially would take a little bit longer because you've got to really make sure that it is in the right position before you reperforate with all those needles.
Yes. And for me, I wouldn't reperforate with a 1 needle fine, for me personally, because I've got bad eyesight.
Okay. Fair point.
So it's all about my eyesight, unfortunately.
So by reperforating with the 1 needle bold, what you're doing is you're making those perforations slightly bigger,
yes,
so that you can see them,
yes,
when you come to pico cut them.
Yes.
Okay.
But not too big that I'm going to tear in between.
I suppose it does depend on the multi-needle tool, doesn't it? Because some of the pitch between the needles are closer than others.
Yes.
So you may want to test that on a scrap of parchment first. Depending on the multi-needle tool that you're using, you may find that if they are too close together, then the bold needle, let me come in, see if I can see the difference
between that side and that side.
I'll just let that focus.
Is it my hands?
Yeah, there we go. Hang on. We go there. There we go. So, okay. So this here is just using the multi-needle semicircle tool as is.
Yep.
And then this is where you've reperforated with your 1 needle bold.
That's it.
Big difference.
There is a big difference.
I can definitely see those holes. These ones, ooh.
If I was at home, I could use the fine needle, but I'd have my magnifying glass. But that's just me personally, because I have really bad eyesight.
Okay.
But yeah,
I mean, I quite like that just perforated.
I know, it does look nice. So then you could maybe do just a square frame.
Yeah.
doesn't have to be cut out. You can get used to your multi-needle tools before you perforate and before you cut them out. So you could still just use it as a decoration rather than an edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, so once that's done and it's all cut out, then you get
job done.
Yeah.
And then you get what Sally has created,
but in rainbow.
Because obviously so Sally went for your traditional clear parchment. Let me zoom out now as a comparison.
Just gives you different ways to use it, doesn't
it? Does, yeah. And so Sally's used colours to complement her backing paper, where she's used companion paper. What paper has she used? Antarctica. So Sally's used the Antarctica companion papers for her matting and layering, and then tied the colour in. Louise has gone for the new pastel rainbow parchment, and then chosen the pens to complement it.
Yeah.
So then Louise is going to be doing this all the time. You're going to be doing
now.
my magic trick now, aren't you?
It's going to be around going, magic.
But again, if you you move it around as well, so I think you can come over this way. So now what you're doing is you're getting different. You turn it that way, gives it a different look as well. I know. Hours of fun just playing with the parchment.
Rainbow parchment. We haven't had it for 18 months. We deserve to play with it.
So don't forget the digital download is available if you wish to. You can either download it and print it, or download it and save it on your computer. Depends on how you prefer to do that. That's all available in our Catch Up and Craft area on the website. Go to the home page. As you scroll down, there's a bar that goes across that says Catch Up and Craft. All of our previous TV shows are on there. And if there are demos, then the downloads are there for you to download. There's also the video attached to it as well. And also there's a button underneath the video that says shop the show here. You click that link will always be there, and it will take you to what we call our show page, where all the items that are featured in this particular show are listed in the bundles, individually as well. The products of the month only run for that month. So if you're watching this in April, the offer on the products month would have finished by now, because we do a different one every month. So this is your March one. Let me just bring up some details. I'll do a quick recap, as they say, and then we'll let you go and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. So one option of 4 for your product of the month, which gives you double loyalty points to your whole order, is item number 42621. And that's the plate that Louise has been using for this demonstration. Your second option out of the 4 is our eagerly awaited, back in stock, Rainbow Duo Parchment and Paper Pastel Rainbow A4, £24.99. Then the third option is the stamp version, item number 12304. These were all illustrated by Barb, and it was to celebrate sort of like the month of Japan here at Clarity, and also the month of love as well. So that is your stamp. And then we also have a duo of 7x7 stencils, and this was a new concept with the stencils because the outer part is like a stencil mate.
Oh, yeah.
So if you tuned in on Friday when we launched this, you would have seen exactly how they worked. Then, if you want to have a look at the other duos of parchment, we have our California Sunset, item number 42020, and you can do the magic trick on these as well, because you've got your parchment and your intensifier. Then you have your Lemon Sorbet Sunrise, item number 42022. Then we have, this is one of Barb's favourite colourways, that teal and the orange. This is your Paradise Island, item number 42023. And then finally, we have our Rose Garden, which is that really nice pink and green. So that is the options for your rainbow duos. Then if we look at the other plates on the show, We launched this a week ago last Monday. This is Barbara's Love, Dream and Songbirds A5 Square Groovy Plate Collection. Item number 42626, £29.99 plus your club discount. Then if you missed the original release, which is Barbara's SHAC, Japanese Flowers and Butterflies A5 Square Groovy Plate Collection, all of these outer frames are interchangeable, or just take the frame on its own.
Yeah.
Just take the center on its own, just like the stamp version. Do them together, do them separately, just take the butterflies out. It's all about having choices. Then last Monday, we also launched 3 monthly online workshops with Louise. First one, which is coming up on Wednesday the 18th, item number 60249. And if you tuned in when we launched these, you realize that we actually found the magic button that turns on club discount as well.
Yay.
It took us a while. So if you're a Diamond Club member, that brings it down to £25.50. Then your April monthly project is item number 60250. And then finally into May, we have the Butterflies and Floral frame, item number 60251. Now, when you click into those products, there's a downloadable list of ingredients. So you can download that in advance to see whether it's going to cost you £100 or whether it's just going to cost you the cost of the course and the plates. Because many of you at home will have all your essentials like your plate mate, your tools, your tumble dry sheet, etc., etc. But you can go through and just think, oh, you know what? Maybe Louise is using the California Sunset. Maybe I want to go for the product of the month and I want to do mine in the Pastel Rainbow. Or maybe you want to go Lemon Sorbet, switch it up a bit. It's all about having choice. And if you put, so say for example, you haven't seen the duos before of the Rainbow Parchment. If you pop the Pastel one, Pastel Rainbow in your basket, and you decide, right, I'm going to go for the other 4, which is the California, the Lemon Sorbet, the Rose Garden and the Paradise Island, automatically you'll then get double points on that whole basket because you've put that in there. Or maybe you want to go for your other colorways and put the Groovy plate in there because you haven't got the Groovy plate yet. So it's all about having options. Now the double points is a manual process. I tend to do that once a week. So I did all of the February double points on Sunday when we was in, because it was in, so I did that on Sunday. So that brought all of those up today. So the March ones I'll probably do Saturday or Sunday because it's sort of like a process sort of thing. And so those double points, if you've bought any of the product months, will get added at that point as well. So thank you as always for your company. Let's have a look. Where are we now? So we're Tuesday now. Friday, Barb's back in the building with a wonderful new collection. She's had this idea in her head for ages, but as she often says, it's only an idea if it's in your head.
True.
So Barb will be with you at 10 o'clock on Friday morning. I'll be up at Hobby Maker, and I will be on Hobby Maker at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. And I'll be, it's part of their birthday celebrations up at Hobby Maker, 4 years. And I believe I'm on with Rosie.
Nice.
So for both of those hours at 1 and 4. And then we start the new week again, and it's back in the SHAC on Monday. So don't forget, you can watch all of these shows back on Catch Up and Craft Area. And we look forward to having you come in again on Friday, either here at Clarity Social TV with Barb, and then also on Hobby Maker TV. So thanks ever so much, Gracie. We'll see you soon. Gracie's travelling back home to England this week. So I think she comes in Thursday evening.
Nice.
So it'd be great to see Grace. It's warmer here, Grace, than it is in New York. The sun is shining and we're having a mild. Apparently at the weekend it's been really nice, apparently. So you'll be able to warm up when you come home. So take care now, and we'll see you again.